Hello and welcome to Cassie's Cosmic Wave. Right, yeah, I normally do a weekly overview, and somebody asked me, I have been short on time for months because I do a lot of this work for free on YouTube. So I am going to do a weekly overview, and a lot of it is astrology. But the cards, people are quite attached. The cards are quite colourful and they do help with motivation. So as much as I put 3 cards out and I'll go through them, I will pick a card. You won't be able to see it on screen, but I will pick a card for each sign for the week ahead, to give you some guidance, and just know that that card is represented toward you and your sign. As you can see with the cards, they're all about rebuilding your life. Ace of Wands, beautiful card. It's regrowth. Aces are fantastic cards. Wands is the working area. As you can see, the flowers are blossoming on the card. So it generally means anything that you go into, anything that you start, when it is an ace, it's almost guaranteed to work out in your favour. The Tower card is all about rebuilding a situation. It's never as negative as it may seem. The Seven of Pentacles speaks for itself. At the end of the day, the Pentacles is about receiving money for your hard-earned efforts that you've put in. And as we're hitting a beautiful new moon on solar moon in Taurus, Taurus is about the 5 senses. Taurians like nice things. They are very sensual. They like sex. They like passion. They like nice food. They like to touch. They like to be touched. Your 5 senses are your sight, your hearing, your taste, your smell, your touch. So everything in the Taurian field is ruled by those 5 senses. So those cards are kind of saying, if you want to go into a business, Earth is Taurus. So flowers rule Taurian. You plant the seeds and they grow. Your garden is ruled by the Taurian time. The birds singing, the grass growing, it's ruled by what they call a Taurian energy. Anything planted in the earth that comes up, that gives that solid alignment, is what you're looking for. So with this solar new moon, I want to think about a solar panel put on your property. Solar attracts heat, it attracts energy. So this solar moon, solar eclipse, is eclipsing new things into your life. Think about it as a bulb that you're planting, and that energy re-energizing itself. By September, if you keep feeding that bulb, it will blossom and grow when Pluto goes direct. So Taurian is, if you can't sense it, see it, smell it, taste it, it's about having your taste buds awakened. A lot of sensual and sexy activity will take place in the month of May. So this solar eclipse is awakening what you want. You want the passion. I want to taste it. I want to feel it. I want to sense it. Feeling the grass beneath your feet, seeing the flowers, smelling the flowers, smelling the scent, the aftershave, the perfume. It's all about your senses. So it's very much awakening something in all of you. So these cards, you see, with the Ace of Wands, it's new beginnings. It's creative visions. It's having to believe in your own abilities and what you can do with them. It can mean sexual initiative is required, but the ace is what it is. It's very much aligning. It's something opening up. It's coming in with solutions to problems. The Tower is linked to Aries, but it's rebuilding. So this is about a rebuilding stage of something that can bring in money and finances for you. So all the cards that are out, now this is just an overview, so you've got something to look at rather than the screen being blank and a picture of my mug on it. So you can see the cards, and they're generally, as much as I've done some astrology on the previous video yesterday, I'm going to choose a card for each sign and tell you a little bit about what the week is that is coming up around you. Now, it was the Ace of Pentacles for the Aries, so that's about a job well done. A lot of Aries are seeking to have a pat on the back, or seeking in financial gain, or very much wanting to have that increase within their work area. So a lot of Aries at the moment are looking to be recognised in the field of work that they've done. A lot of you are unsettled because the North and South nodes are starting to change into Aries. So your identity, your brand, your image, who you are is changing. Your image, how you look, your identity. You're wanting upgrades within your work. You're wanting to be recognized with what you've done within your life. So for a lot of Aries, expect new work to come in, new challenges. You're feeling very assertive, you're feeling very aggressive at the moment, but I kind of think that it will pay off within the weeks ahead. Everything is changing in a big way, and in October you'll feel and sense another change. So a lot of Aries will be very restless because it's about taking you onto the next level of achieving something. So over this next 18 months or 2 years, Aries and Libras will go through that significance. The new you, the new identity, the new strength is born. You are someone that's really going to go through a growth period over this particular year for Aries. But the Ace of Pentacles means an offer of money. Remember, we've got Mercury, so it's news, offers, agreements, sales, job offers, career offers. Very much talk about those offers of coming in with financial gain for the Aries this week. Gemini, now you've drawn the Sun card, so for a lot of Geminis it's about communication, sharing the happiness, sharing the joy, accomplishments, in love, in new friendships coming in. So a lot of Geminis are going to have new friendships coming in, and yes, of course, you've got that Gemini new moon right at the end of May, so things for you are starting to really shine. The Sun card is the source of life, it's the earth. Now it's the sunflower, and I've just mentioned about the Taurus new moon, the solar energy. It's about planting the seeds and watching them grow, and the month of September is when your seeds come to fruition. As long as you water what's in front of you, this Sun card is one of the most positive cards. It's ruled by Leo. Leo is playfulness, it's creativity, it's your children, it's love affairs. So really, I kind of think that it's going to be a happy time for Geminis within this next week. It's about fulfillment. Relationships, beginning with relationships, forming positive ties. A lot of Geminis have felt very anxious and very nervous over the last sort of couple of months. I kind of feel that you'll start to feel a little bit more chilled, Gemini, as you hit the back end of May. But I certainly think with the Sun card, dear Gemini, you're going to have a fantastic week ahead. That's your creativity, you work extremely hard. Things are really going to start to get in the fast lane for Geminis now. Right, for Cancer, the Knight of Swords. This is about knowledge. Maybe sometimes you're a little bit critical of yourself, dear Cancerian, but it's about fighting the good fight. The Knight of Swords is about swiftness. And a lot of Cancerians at the moment are dealing with family or house moves because Jupiter's in your sign. But this card represents extreme suits of energy, so it's a pressure, it's a boost for you this week. It's really pushing you forward. And again, Taurus is that sensual side, the food, the passion. That will very much fit in with the Cancerian. It's a little bit like manifesting, wanting to really charge forwards. Emotionally, you've been a little bit distant, or it can mean sometimes that there has been an aloofness or an emotional dissonance, and then a feeling of like, let's just go with it. Any plans, you're going to move in with someone, all of a sudden, Cancer, you might just say you've got a rush and you want to move headlong into that project, that relationship, that moving in. You'll also find that, you know, maybe a friend or a new admirer might demand a lot of your attention, or come across as a little bit tactless because they're just bolstering into something. Very much about you getting straight to the point within the week ahead. And I also feel here that a feeling of a sense of confidence for you. So remember that Taurian moon is about the senses, so this is about you sensing and feeling, but instead of moving slowly, I kind of think a lot of Cancerians are going to move quite quickly along the path this week. Right, Leo. Had to think about my signs for a minute then, my brain went dead. I may well have missed someone out, I hope not, but we'll go Cancer, Leo. Right, Leo, you've drawn the Queen of Pentacles, and this is about you being a very dependable, nurturing, warm-hearted person, very sensuous, very generous, taking a little bit of a realistic view of your life this week, Leos. You know, kind of feeling secure in your home life. So it's very much about your home life and where you're wanting to go next. This is about maybe Also, I feel further education for a lot of Leos out there. You're looking for a sense of security and other connections or new connections to come in your life. You're also here, it's about someone willing to do anything for her clan, her friendships, without any fuss. She's a kind-hearted person, and I kind of think is admired by many people. So I certainly think that with the Queen of Pentacles represents a part of you as a person. The energy she symbolises may come into your life via maybe someone close. So this is about drawing somebody closer to you. It may be someone that's in your family or that you already know, or a new partnership, male or female. The Queen of Pentacles is a very feminine quality, the earthiness, the nurturing. Now we're coming into Taurus, into that solar eclipse, and I've mentioned about the earthiness. So this is very much about you being very practical in your approach this week, looking within. Maybe it's a little bit about your nurturing side and how you can nurture people and situations throughout their life. So it may well be, Leo, about you being Mother Earth or nurturing people like Mother Earth this week. So you might find that you start to look after a few people. You get back to a solid approach within your life. Solid earth, when you go beneath the soil, it's a growth period, because you're going to come out and grow and blossom into something that can be long lasting, and that can be within you, but it can also be within a partnership that will take place later this year. Right, Virgo. Now I hope I don't miss any out, because sometimes when I do this the mind draws a blank and you can skip somebody, and I hope I don't. But Virgo, we'll go for Virgos next. What card is drawn for Virgos? 8 of Cups. So for Virgos, this is all about you changing direction. It's commitment to a new value, maybe to a new you. Maybe you've let something go in the eclipses, leaving behind a difficult situation, walking away from maybe past or something that's no longer serving you. This is a talk, the 8 of Cups is about new journeys, looking at spiritual, emotional truth, realizing it's time to start afresh, moving forward onto something better. So Virgos, it's about you kind of at the moment releasing things from your life. It signifies change in a big way. It's a period, it's a cycle of your life that means you must move on or move away, follow a new direction. So it's all about new directions, I would say, with the 8 of Cups for Virgos this week. Maybe there's not been the balance, or there's been an imbalance within your life. Things start to pile up, the cups are starting to pile up. So it might mean that, you know, situations in your life feel like they've got the better of you, or you've struggled with those situations. Striking out on a new route, taking a different turning or a different direction. It's all about accepting change. Most of us don't like change, but this is telling Virgos that often raising the question about leaving a relationship can get you out of a rut, or is it just moving on because it's destructive or not creative enough for you right now. And I certainly think fear sometimes holds people back, but this card is about letting go, moving on for Virgos from a difficult situation, whether you're releasing yourself from your work, from a relationship, or from a stale energy in your life. Right, Libras, 5 of Pentacles. Not the greatest of cards, but this is about feeling a little bit like a victim with the 5 of Pentacles. Lack of maybe mental stimulation, hardship, rejection, a separation in some way, feeling emotionally wounded, feeling alone or excluded, neglecting your own needs. You know, something's missing from your life. So it might be that you've come away from a relationship with the eclipses, Libra. It might mean that you need more excitement or more enjoyment this week. It's telling you that something's missing from your life, something's lacking. And it can just simply be the material, the security, the financial side. It may mean that your life is missing something and needs more in it, more emotions, more work. You're feeling deprived of something with the 5 of Pentacles. It can signify loneliness, and Libras don't really like to be on their own. It can mean you feel a little bit unworthy of someone's love, or you've been neglecting them or neglecting your own emotional well-being. On the positive side, with this card, there's something missing in your life right now, but I kind of think that it's yet to soon be discovered, maybe in the next 5 weeks. So I certainly think that, you know, as much as you feel deprived or feel out on a limb, and when you've had the eclipses around like the full moon, in Libra, you will feel a little bit detached, a little bit lonely, because it has let go of a big mountain in your life in order to bring in, don't forget, when you eclipse, it's to let something, or to allow something different in your life. So as much as you're still letting go, remember the new moon energy, and we've still got exciting May to come. Kind of think for a lot of Librans, they'll soon pick up speed when Mars picks up speed on the 20th of May. Right, Scorpios, sexy Scorpios, King of Wands, powerful, bold, inspiring vitality, mastering the art, setting an example, and really being a powerful leader, standing up for what you want, basically this week. Setting a role model for other people. So it's about you taking charge in your life in some way, Scorpios. Willing to take a risk, if you like, being the centre stage. The energies are very high when it comes to the King of Wands, so this signifies really if you haven't learned from your mistakes, taken stock of your life and some of the limitations, and gained from some new abilities, and you're now able to draw insight to move forwards with your life. It kind of says go out, be bold when you draw this card. It signifies someone that can be powerful or being a power person in your life, but it's very much a kind of a feeling of that power and that need to be addressed before you can achieve the next goal. So if you can contain that power within you, it's saying that you can master any new projects, goals or work area as an individual person. So you know, literally Scorpios, it says here that you're inspiring, you're the powerful leader, that within this next week you're going to be taking charge. Now if you're taking charge, all that Mercury energy, you might have got a promotion, you might be put in charge. Mercury is talks, agreements, sales, and there's a lot of that taking place next week, as well as that new moon in that solar energy. Remember, it's your five senses. So take charge of your life, Scorpio. The King of Wands is giving you permission to be the leader, the master in your own life. You're a role model. Take a few chances and don't be shy, and I kind of think you're going to get the result you want. Right, Sagittarius, Four Swords. This is about a temporary retreat with the Sagittarians, which kind of is them at the moment. Inner fears, emotional ghosts from the past, making time for yourself, wanting to be alone, and a lot of Sagittarians have kind of felt a little bit like that recently. Relaxing and taking things easy, standing back, taking stock of your life. It's a time to slow down. Sagittarians don't really slow down, but the Four Swords is the interpretation is at the moment is just taking time out for yourself, feeling a little bit stuck in your life or paralyzed by your own fears or doubts, disappointments or betrayals again in the past. It comes across as a past card, and it's about, instead of rushing into making decisions, forcing an issue and standing back and retreating just to rethink things. So this is very much about, instead of you being quite forward moving, Sagittarius, it's asking you just to rethink. Are you exaggerating your desires or assuming too much when you don't know all the answers? Wait and see what clarity you get with all that Mercury talk and communication that comes up within the next week. It indicates that this is a time to be more conscientious about any unspoken agreements in and around relationships or friendships or hidden agendas. So this is just saying, stand back with the Four Swords, Sagittarius, rethink, sit in some quiet time, and I kind of think with that Mercury energy you might be quite surprised at what comes forward, but you're having to address a lot of Sagittarians' emotional ghosts and past fears so that you can move on. Right, Capricorn, card Capricorn, the Justice card, which is Libra, which is the balance. This is about fairness, this is about harmony, this is about equality, very much about restoring balance in your life, Capricorns. Communication, accepting the truth, taking responsibility, making decisions, looking at both sides of the coin, or even in a sexuality context. This is also about reminding you to sort of take a rational view of situations or issues at stake. So look at what issues you've got to be dealing with this week, Capricorns, and try and balance it out from both sides. Look at it logically and objectively, at yourself and the other person if it's to do with a relationship. You know, it means realizing that people can make mistakes sometimes, and that's you and that's other people. Sometimes it's asking you not to be too judgmental about your actions or your intentions towards other people. You might find sometimes when this card presents itself that you've been asked to make a decision and you're kind of a little bit in two minds. With that Mars in Libra, you will be in two minds about things, but it kind of implies you've got what you deserve and you have to accept the situation as it stands at the moment. Whatever the results of a serious event, things will now begin to work out. But generally, if you're truly honest and take responsibility for your choices, it'll start to balance itself out. Anything legal or settlements or debt or finances, this is again about a successful outcome when it comes to something legal. Right, Aquariuses. Right, Queen of Wands for Aquariuses, and this is about you attracting. It's about being the feminine leader. It's about being more self-assured with yourself. Now, Aquarians have really struggled with the eclipses and things that have taken place, but I kind of think May will be your month. I think you'll have a little bit more confidence, a little bit more being dedicated to certain tasks. You're quite a friendly and easygoing person. You'll be talking to a female or a woman. The Queen of Wands is a woman who knows where she is and where she's going. And this is about you not feeling so daunted about challenges. It's the Queen of Wands is asking you not to be phased in anything that you do at the moment. Queen of Wands is somebody who knows what she wants and where she's going, and the black cat that sits at her feet indicates that she's in touch with all aspects of feminine, and it can express herself freely and confidently without worrying about what people think. So you're going to take on a more maybe fiery character this week. Okay, you know, normally it's Leos, Aries and Sagittarius, but this is for Aquarius, and this is about you being a magnet this week. This is about you drawing people and drawing energies and feeling very passionate about your life and not denying yourself of what you can accomplish and what you can attract in your own wants and needs. Dedicated to causes, not just groups and causes and helping others. Maybe you've been a little bit more dedicated and optimistic towards your own life. New changes, new developments are coming in with this card. So ask yourself right now, are you confident, or can you do more? Can you attract more? Can you be a little bit more assertive? Can you be a little bit more radiant in your can you be a little bit more radiant in your aura and vibrancy and draw in everything towards your well-being? So Aquarians, the Queen of Wands is asking you to be a lot stronger and to draw people in, and that's what you're about to do. Be more assertive, make it all a little bit more about your wants and needs. So this next week is about that Taurian new solar moon, your wants, your needs, your desires, feeling more attractive and attracting that love and that affection into your life. Right, Pisces. Oh, Pisces, the Ace of Cups. That's a fantastic card to get. So this is about love and deep feelings or new romance or intimacy for Pisces. Beginnings of new love and awareness. And for everybody out there, when Venus goes into Aries about the 2nd of May, you'll all notice a big surge with the passion, with the vavavoom that comes in. Aries will really push for everything it wants. So if you're a Pisces out there, this next week, Pisces goes well with Earth, with the Taurian. It'll very much be about you expressing your feelings, being in touch with your emotions. You won't be holding any back. It'll be strong bonds, it'll be developing, it'll be desires. Mercury, all the talk and communication. For those of you with the solar new moon that haven't got love in your life, love or romance is about to speak up, to take hold. Friendships are going to come in early May, but this next week is a very, very important week. The Ace of Cups is early stages of love. It's something that can blossom, it's finding, it's feeling, it's intensifying. It's very much a head over heels kind of situation, but sometimes it can mean that you're easily infatuated by the idea of love. But if drawing this card is look at the aspects of your life where love might lack or work for you. Where can you bring love in? Owning your feelings, being in touch with your feelings, letting your emotions take over. and going with the flow. You know, it's always the flow of the cup. Everything flows in that strong mystical sense of the imagination, which is Pisces. Look at the card and see what it offers to you. And the card always offers a hand of love. It offers gifts, it's encounters, it's opportunities. This is, you know, basically open your eyes, look and see what truth and what you recognize, what could be yours and what can go on to a deeper level. So it's kind of saying that something's going to be offered toward you, whether it's a friendship or a unique way. Take it, grab hold and enjoy what is there in front of you. Now, I do feel here that I've included everybody in this. I started at Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Pisces. Right, 25 minutes the video is. I think I've done everybody. I'm sure somebody will write underneath if I've missed somebody out. Have a great week ahead. I hope it's a wonderful weekend. You know, you got the Venus trine. I'm recording this Friday night, probably put it out tonight or tomorrow. Wonderful aspect with the week ahead. Be kind to yourself. Venus, Taurus, new solar moon, and it's attracting like solar panels, attracting love, senses, anything you want to plant, any seed that you're planting in your life, whether it's work, whether it's money orientated, whether it's love. It is something that will blossom and grow, and the month of September will be the tail or the second part of the chapter. Hope the video helps, and hope in some way it's given you all some enlightenment to have a fantastic week ahead. Let the good times roll, because that Grand Cross is right behind you, and a lot of those bad energies, aggressiveness, have started to disappear. Early May they'll go, but they're almost gone. So take care from the Cosmo and have a great weekend.